We're not going to make America great again. It was never that great. We have not reached greatness.
What's wrong with this picture right here? If you're a radio listener, stories posted up on Infowars.com. It's from the LA Times. Putting American flags on police cars sparks backlash in Laguna Beach. Yes, people don't like seeing American flags. And the reason they've got to be brought out is they're demonizing the American flag. The Democratic Party has officially come out and said, many of their leaders, get rid of it. It's a racist, evil symbol.
Laguna Beach City Council will decide this week if a flag graphic on the side of its patrol cars will stay or go. In February, the council agreed to paint the cars, but the design ended up being brighter and bolder than the proposed one. Some residents feel the flag is a little too aggressive, while others are surprised anyone would object to the American flag. This week, the council will vote to keep the design or choose an alternative.
This was all over YouTube and all over the place on Facebook yesterday. It's been taken down. We have a low-res copy of it, but this is already about to air. This is airing on CBS television. Anti-Trump show faces backlash for inciting violence against conservatives, says any Trump supporter is a Nazi and should be physically attacked. That's how the Democrats operate. Jamie White wrote a story about it for Infowars.com.
Is it all right to hit a Nazi unprovoked? I was always taught to never throw the first punch, never instigate. Defend, but don't attack. But then I saw a video of the white nationalist Richard Spencer being punched in the face during an interview, and I realized Spencer was in a pressed suit, wearing a tie, being interviewed like his opinion mattered, like he should be considered part of the conversation, like neo-Nazism was just one political point of view. And then I realized there's no better way to show some speech is not equal. Some speech requires a more visceral response. It's like Overton's window. That's the term from which ideas are tolerated in public discourse. Well, Overton's window doesn't mean unless it comes with some enforcement. So yeah, this is enforcement. It's time to punch a few Nazis.
Remember when Tucker Carlson last year was defending Rand Paul, who Senator John McCain had called a Russian agent on the floor because he voted against bombing Russian troops in Syria who were pushing ISIS and Al-Qaeda and al-Nusra out. Swallowswell told Tucker Carlson, well, you worked for Putin too. Quote, you work for Putin too. What an outrageous statement. What an incredible statement. When Swallowswell is connected to the Democrats that hate America, say they want to get rid of the country, they hate American flags, they hate the Bill of Rights, they hate the military, they hate police, they say the country sucks. My God, all the Democrats are electing is a bunch of crazy Muslim women that want to cut their daughters' genitals off and say that 9/11 people, did something. It's insane.
CARE was founded after 9/11 because they recognized that some people did something.
So you have no idea right now?
There's another one. Another plane just hit.
Last night, if you were unfortunate enough to be on Twitter and saw the president's tweet about a member of Congress, Ilhan Omar from Minnesota, happens to be a Muslim member of Congress, and that is important because the president tweeted a video that shows Representative Omar speaking, and then that speech is interspliced with planes hitting the Twin Towers on 9/11, and the end of the video says, "We will never forget."
Indicted.
Oh my God.
This is an incitement to violence against Congresswoman Omar.
Here's what Omar recently told Vogue Arabia in an interview. She described living in the United States as, quote, an everyday assault. America is so racist and hateful, she says, that she feels, quote, threatened, demonized, and vilified every day. It's difficult for her even to go to work. In many ways, things were easier growing up in a refugee camp in Kenya, she says. Quote, when you're a kid and you're raised in an all-black, all-Muslim environment, nobody really talks to you about your identity. You just are. There is freedom in knowing that you are accepted as your full self, unquote. That freedom, Omar says, doesn't exist in America.
Why is it all the all the patriot brown women are really pretty on top of it. And then you've got all these leftist, weird, crazy-eyed harpies, just like the white women look like crazy demons. Hillary Clinton, Elizabeth Warren, all a bunch of weird, sick women going against their own design, against families, against children, promoting post-birth abortion. Sounds like the name of a death metal band or a book written by a serial killer.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? Well, we're bringing you a total win-win. The ultimate value, cutting-edge, trailblazing game changer that also supports the InfoWar. We have produced a limited run of DNA Force, and it will take up to 12 weeks to produce more once we sell out. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. DNA Force from InfoWars Life.